friends, I'm Jody. Welcome back to This Beaded Life. So on one of my videos I mentioned something about running out of my little storage bins, and I don't want to buy anymore. So comes time where we're going to make some stuff from some past bead boxes, and I know you guys like these videos. They're kind of like using some bead soup, and so that's what we're going to do today. We are going to use, let's see, we have Destination Asia from Jesse James Beads. We have the plant one. I didn't get, I think it was Conservatory. Yeah, Conservatory. And Love Potion number 9 that we're going to use. And, oh, I still have one from last year, Degas. So I want to pull from these, and we are going to make some earrings. And I want to make them, I want a variety of earrings. So I want some smaller earrings. I want some larger earrings. I want to have some options to show you guys. And we are just going to make however many earrings it ends up being. Is it going to be 10 pairs? Going to be 5 pairs? Is it going to be 38? I don't really know. But I'm going to go grab all my ear wires and make sure we have all of our options. I have all my other stuff nearby, so hopefully we can just go ahead and go for it, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I just got back from church, and today is the day we're gonna have like our little birthday get together for me. My husband's making a little birthday dinner for me and our family that is coming over to celebrate. Today's the 4th. So if you happen to be at the live show that we did last night, just the hangout with the friends, what did you guys think? Did you like that? Did you like the being able to just like chit chat and like play some games? Let me know. I will, in case you missed it, I'll leave the link to the show. It's on our YouTube channel. So I will do that definitely. All right, so I'm pulling the card because, so this is last year, so this is going to get worked into my Jesse James Beads. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, bead soup. So I'm actually going to, because I have empty jars right now, so I'm actually going to pull my empty jar, because what I did is I took all my remaining from last year and I separated them into bead soup containers by color. And I plan on making some fun little mixes out of them and putting them on my Etsy shop to sell, you know, inexpensively. So you could buy several if you want to. All right. So I think, let's see, I'm looking at this and I'm trying to see what I'm most attracted to. So right now, these like green coins here, these are really pretty. And I don't know what happened in December where I didn't use them, but they are really, really pretty. Whoops. So we're going to pull a couple of those. Well, I have 4. And this, you know what? My box is never usually like this. I don't know if I spilled something or what happened. But honestly, like, December was kind of a blur for me, so I really don't know. All right, so we have these little guys. These are really, really pretty. Let me see what else we have here. And I'm looking to make stuff for spring. So here's some really pretty, like little sparkly rounds. These are about 8mm. So let me get my little, where's my little scoop and tweezers? There they are. There it is. All right, I want to pull those out because I feel like we'll use those in something. Okay, so we have these adorable little tiny tassels. We'll definitely use those, I'm sure, somewhere. And I think for beads, that's really going to be about it. I mean, I do love these too. And those are very springy. Those would actually look really cute with those. And I'm trying to come up with some stuff that I think would be really cool. And I kind of had an idea to make some petite earrings. So I have the glue-on ear studs, right? So I thought about like taking like coin-shaped beads like these and gluing them on to the surface of that ear post and just having like a little dangle here. So even maybe like this, so it can still be very petite. I think something like that would be really cool. So I think we're going to give that a shot too. I'll make sure I have my glue here. So I'm just going to pull out a couple of those. And let's see, is there anything else that I feel like I can't live without here? No, I think that's going to be good here for now. Let's go ahead and I have a lot of metal pieces left in here. I don't know what happens, but I tend to not use as much as my metal pieces as I thought I would. But I will be sorting the metal out of this as well and getting that into its own little container, because like Jesse James beads, like their metal stuff is like amazing. It's all their chain. I mean, I don't know, like I love their stuff, and I feel really sad that I just kind of like let this box go. It was so pretty. All right, so let me go ahead and put that one off to the side. And let's look at Destination Asia. There's not a lot left in this one. I really took this one and did a lot with it. You can tell it must have been one of my favorites. These, I think I could do the same thing as like glue those to a post. And I think that would be really cool. So that's actually an option to make a smaller pair of earrings, is to take one of your flat beads like that and glue it to a post. We have these cute little roses here. Those are really cute. I don't know if I'd use, let's pull them out, because they're obviously capturing my attention, right? So let's pull those out. And let me just take a peek real quick and see if there's anything else in here that I want to use. Like I said, this one's been pretty picked over. I'm actually wondering, how does this, like, does that look cute in there? Oh, that does look cute in there. Aw, that's adorable. All right, well, let's just go ahead and pull out a couple of those. Even if we don't use them, I can always put them back. And like I said, I'm going to be starting my bead soup jars back up now. I'm kind of falling behind on my little schedule that I've been trying to keep up with over the last year of doing that. Mainly just because, life, we have things that go on that happen, and, things that have to happen prior to this leisurely thing of like doing this kind of stuff, right? So let's look at conservatory. Now, I got conservatory super late, and it was just one of those things that happened. It's not anybody's fault. It just, it happens. And, this actually, oh my gosh, this chain, I totally forgot about how gorgeous this chain was. This is beautiful. So I can actually see this being in an earring. I can honestly see this, like, maybe it'd be this way. Like if that was glued and this was just coming out the bottom and like hanging from the bottom, that would be really pretty, I think. Let's keep this chain out. We might be able to use that for something. And then if not, I'm going to end up putting the chain back, and it'll be good. I will definitely be using one of these, like a couple of these, because these make excellent little earrings, just really, really fun. And we just are going to need some small beads to go inside. And you know what? I think I have like the perfect small beads for that, I think. Let me look at this Destination Asia real quick. Because we had the Kimono Island, these little gemstones. Let me just scoop some of these out. Oh, they're a little small. What about these cubes? How would these cubes look in there? Okay, they're a little bit too big. So the cubes will definitely not fit. But these are a little bit too small. Let's keep an eye out for some that will fit in there. So I'm thinking that we're looking for probably like a 4mm bead. So let's just keep our eyes open for that. Let me pull Gaga again and see if there was anything in there. Not really for 4mm beads, right? Well, we have these little blue rondelles, but I don't think we have enough. They are the right size. Maybe we can find some more. Oh, there's actually a lot of them. Let me see. Oh, yeah, we actually have quite a few of them. I think I can get them to fit in there. I think it's a matter of just working them in. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, that's going to be really, really cute. Okay, so there's another idea. And just go that. And okay, so let's finish looking at this one real quick. So we pulled the chain. I think these would make really, really pretty earrings. So I think we need to pull those out, and they're brown, but you know, the brown is gorgeous, and that brown would look absolutely amazing with just like, I don't know, maybe like a little leaf just dangling from it. That would be really cute. Yeah, that would be adorable. And then we have these really lovely little bead frames. I like those. And those we could probably just put in like a really cute little, let's see, is that too big? Yeah, that's way too big. Maybe we could do like a little clear. Oh, actually that fits nice. So here's another small earring option. And I honestly kind of feel like this is another one of those ones that you could glue onto a post. Like, and it would be just really cool looking. Very somewhat simple, but really cool. I want to save these for something. I think I want to use these in another project coming up soon, but I'm not sure exactly when. Oh, look, these little cubes. I forgot about these too. These could definitely be a possibility as well in a pair of earrings. Let's pull those out. Okay, so I'm going to put conservatory aside. I'm just double checking. We also had quite a bit of Love Potion number 9 left over. So let's look at that one and let's see what we have in here. We actually have a lot in here, and we have some big, fun, chunky stuff in here. So let's look at some of this big, chunky things. So we have some really bright pink, which is really, really fun. We could definitely do something with that bright pink. I just saw some little gold hearts somewhere. Where did I see those little guys? Those are, okay, here they are. We're definitely going to want to pull out these little gold hearts. Those are super cute. And they'll be good in using, you know, with some of these other things here. Oh, look, we actually have a pair of earrings that we can do something with here. How cute. Let's do that. Let's pull those out. And we will maybe wire wrap onto something, or do some kind of like little dangle. Maybe we could do this red. Oh, this red would be really cute in there. I think that's too big. Yeah. I don't know, even if we don't end up using these, they're really, really pretty. And I'm honestly thinking about just trying to find something simple to put with it. So just something to do on the bottom. It doesn't have to be like overly like complicated, right? Oh, and look at, we got all this big chunky chain. I'm going to have to pull some of this stuff out. We're going to need to do like another like whole thing with this stuff because there's a lot going on in here. All right, so we have some pink pulled. I'm not really wanting to do anything with some of these right now. All right, let's put this back in there. And I just want to double check. Now that I got some more stuff, and see, this is kind of like what you have to do. You have to go back and forth, right? Because you have to see, what else do I have that I am like really needing to do something with? And I was thinking about these green leaves when I saw this because I thought this would make such a nice, like, simple earring, because you could maybe do some like wire wrap here with some of the small beads, and I can pull some of those little tiny gemstone beads back out again and just have this wrap like hooked in the center there. That would look really, really cute. So let's pull those back out. And what did I miss over here? Did I miss something over here? Oh yeah, these are really gorgeous. Those are really pretty. All right, so let's pull those out. Yeah. Oh yeah, I like these. We're gonna definitely need a pair of earrings out of those. All right, and I think maybe let's call this one good, unless, what about this green? You know what about this green in here? Like, we could do a couple like this. Like, this would be really cute. These little green tubes, and maybe put like a little heart in here, like maybe right in between to kind of fill it in. That would be a cute earring. Show you a couple different ways to use that. Okay, let's do that. And then let's see, that one. Okay, we're gonna put this one to rest now. This one's gonna be good. And let me just double check my other ones real quick. Just real quick. Making sure that we're just not missing anything that we really could use here. Just kind of looking for some more like little spacer bead opportunities. Here's a couple little light blue ones that are really, really pretty. Here's a couple little like peachy orange ones that we could probably use. I don't know why I didn't see these earlier when I was in here, because they're really cute. I love that color. Really, really pretty. And it looks like I have 4 of them, so that's awesome. Let's just maybe pull out. No, you know what? I think this one's good. Okay. I think we have a lot here that we can do stuff with. I'm just double checking again. Let's pull out these little tiny gemstones, because I said something about wrapping them with the leaves. All right, so let's pull those out too. I don't want to leave any behind, because we want to use as many of these as we can. And, oh, we got one more. He just jumped right off my little spoon here. Where'd he go? He doesn't want to play. And then we did have a few of these little cubes left too. So let's just take 2 of those out, because I have an odd number. Oh, I don't. I have 4. Let's take all 4 out. Okay, guys. I think we have everything we need now. And like I said, I do have ear wires and such along with everything. Whoops, I just made a loud noise. All right, guys. Okay, so now that we have that, let's go ahead and we're gonna get started. I'm gonna kind of organize this out a little bit, kind of clean it up a little bit, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. I forgot about these. These I got, I ordered a bunch of like earring findings and stuff a while back, and these are the ones that will like, they have like their own little bail on them, so you can do like a gemstone or whatever. And I was just looking at this and I was like, oh, this would be so super cute. So since these leaves are drilled through the front like this, I thought, let me just pop that on there. And you can get these, I believe actually Beadbox Bargains has them now. I think I saw them on her last like update on new items, but I had gotten these on Amazon. So I will share the link. I will see first if it's on Beadbox Bargains, and if it is, I will share the link. But look at how cute. That is a very simple earring. Very simple, easy to make, lots of cuteness. I love it. So, you know, actually we just got earring number 1 done. So what the purpose of this video is not only to loosen up some of my extra beads that I have hanging around from past subscription boxes, but to also show you guys different things to make earrings. I'm not the most confident earring maker. I try to keep things pretty simple with earrings. There are others out there that do phenomenal earrings. Like, you know, Colleen is like the earring queen. She is like amazing. Actually, honestly, most of my friends are like amazing earring makers. And I'm over here like, here, I have a head pin, and okay, we're done. All right, so that's a cute pair of earrings, you guys. And that was really, really simple. Okay. Earring number 1, done. Okay. So we have that. I'm just going to put him off to the side there. That's adorable. And I'm wondering how else we could use those with the little pinch bail. Like if we could do something different. I'll think about that while we're going through this. So the one thing I did mention about is like gluing these to an earring finding. So these, again, these are available. I got these on Amazon, but I know a lot of your bead places will sell them as well. And it's just a flat earring post that you can glue beads, sequins, whatever you have on them, cabochons, like whatever you want to do. And I'm going to pull the backs out with them. It came with the backs, which is great, but I'm not a huge fan of the backs. Usually I like the silicone ones for some reason. I don't know why, but I do. So I'm thinking I want to do something with these. And I had mentioned that I thought it would be really cute just to hang this little tassel from the bottom. So you know what? We're going to do that. And we're gonna actually do that. So let me dig out my gold head pins here. And is gold on the front? Oh, you know what that was? That was just me dumping a big thing of head pins. Hold one moment, please. Okay, well, that was unfortunate and not as much fun to pick up as what you would think. So, but I'm sure you've all picked them up before. Okay, so let me get my gold ones. And I thought they were in the front container thing. No, they're not. They're right here. Okay, so grab those out. And I'm going to use the ones with the flat head instead of the round. And I'm just kind of looking through because I know I have some with like the smaller head on them. Oh, maybe not. Oh, there's one. Oh, there's one. You know, why on earth I mixed all these, you guys, don't even ask because it's been like that for a while and I don't know why I did it. There's one. Okay. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We are not going to put on our glue yet, okay? We're going to wait and save that for a second here. I do have my GS Hypo Cement that we're going to use. But first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our head pin through. Oh, maybe we do want the bigger ones because it's going to pop right through. I didn't realize that hole was that big. All right, no big deal, we got them. This one's all crazy. Where's my stuff? I mean, we're going to be cutting that part off, but I don't want to struggle getting what I need on there. Okay, so let's pop this little guy on here. All right, so that kind of blends right in. You're not even going to see that. You're not even going to notice that. All right, and now we're going to do a simple loop here. So I'm going to bend that straight over and get my cutters. Let's cut some of this off, leaving about 1/4 of an inch and just twisting that back. So, and you can do this with any bead that is like that you can glue onto something. So if it's like a flat back anything, like it would be so easy to glue it on to your ear post. So don't shy away from doing that, because you can easily do that. And then your hole is just going to kind of blend in because you're putting your head pin through and you're making a little loop on the bottom to do a cute little dangle. And then you're actually like losing some of the length. So you're still getting a cute little dangle earring without having it be, you know, a shoulder duster. I mean, if you like shoulder dusters, that's awesome. But I do hear from a lot of people that they don't really care for big earrings. And we all have our own things. I like all earrings. I like earrings of any size. But I have an affinity for really long earrings. But yeah. So we're just going to put some of our GS Hypo Cement on here now. And now we're going to go ahead and attach this to the back. So I'm just kind of looking to see where exactly I want to put this. I do want to kind of center it. Whoop. Like that. Now we're going to have to just let this sit and dry. Okay, so we're going to do some of these gluing ones like kind of quickly here because we're going to need to let them dry. So let's do the second one for that. And again, we'll just pull that in, and we're making sure that's snug up against the hole there because we want it to fit nice and tight in there. And again, just trimming this and making about 1/4 of an inch of a piece that we can roll back. All right. And we have that. Let's put our cute little fluffy tassel on. Cute, 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 cute. Look how cute she is. It's adorable. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to put our glue on. Stand that up so it's not making a mess everywhere. And we're going to just carefully attach it to the back of our ear, of our earring. And just kind of making sure that it's sitting in the right spot. And we're going to just move it off to the side so it can dry along with her sister. All right. Sorry guys, I had a little bit of a cough there. I'm still trying to get rid of my cough. All right, so here we have these. And these are ones that I thought about like gluing onto the backs of earrings too. But this is also the one that I thought about like hanging maybe some little gold leaves from it, because I thought that would be really cute. So I think we should do that. These are connected. So if you're wanting to keep like the little loop here, then you're going to want to cut the little like the little ring on the next one up, okay? So I think what we're going to do is maybe make them, I don't want to make them like super duper long. So maybe I'm going to cut this bottom one off because look at the little, when they sent it, they cut the little bottom so they could cut it and send it. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, let's do 5. All right, so I'm going to very, 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 very carefully going to try to get in here next to that little loop and just cut that, and then do the same on the other side. Just try to get in. Oh, I don't need to. Good. All right, and then for this one on the bottom, we're just going to cut that little loop, okay? We're going to cut our losses, and we're just going to cut that little loop right there and just take that little guy right off there. All right. So, and I'm wondering if I want more than that, if I want to do a couple, maybe. Well, let's get the other one done. So we know we want to do 5, and we know this bottom one is not going to be any good to us, so let's just trim that one off. Oh, did I seriously do that? I did. All right. Okay, that one's better, much better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we're gonna wanna come in here next to our little hoop and cut that. So my husband is making a burger slider bar for my birthday, and he's gonna make some fries. So we're gonna do like a burger and fries type thing. And then my mom is made some strawberry shortcake, which is probably one of my most favorite desserts. I think I love it a lot. And my mom makes really good strawberry shortcake. So I'm super excited about having that. All right, so I think 1 would be good. Like, this is just kind of one of those earrings that just is going to have like 1 dangle, right? Did I make 1 too long? I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How in the world did I do that? All right, let's cut this one off. I'm wasting a couple of these today, you guys. It's okay, though. It's okay. That I have plenty. All right. So that's how we're going to do that. And what we're going to need is a couple more of our head pins. So let's grab a couple of these. All right. All right, so now we're gonna need to like line this up, right? Let's get this lined up so we can stick our head pin in there. I want to get through the bead and through our really pretty, actually I kind of like it like this. I wonder if I should do like a little, yeah, maybe we should just do it like this and have that on the bottom. That would be cute. And then this can be the top of our earring, and we'll make like a little dangly earring. I think that could be really adorable. We're probably gonna need some teeny tiny little gold jump rings, which I have close by, I think. I should have them. Let me see. Where are my really teeny tiny ones that I love the most? I'm trying not to have like a big mess in here, you guys. I'm like, it's been kind of crazy. I've had a lot going on with lives and stuff, and I'm sure they're here somewhere. I'll just have to keep looking because I really kind of need them. I bet you I know where they are. Oh, no. You know, those are ones that I don't usually put away. What in the world did I do with them? Well, here's some. They're not my most favorite ones, but they'll do. They'll do in a pinch. All right, let me pull these out. Now watch, once I pull these out and have them ready, I'll probably be done with this video and I'll come across my favorites, but that's okay. It's all good. All right, so now that we have this little guy on here, let's go ahead and do our simple loop with this one. And you can even shorten your chain, and you can do this with any chain too. Like if you have any bead frames, you can definitely do that. You can do the same style without some bead frames, or if you have any other chevron chain, like I know a lot of us might have some of the the chevron chain that was enamel from Jesse James Beads like a while back. I still actually have some of that. You know what? I may not even, will that fit through there? I might not even need a jump ring, you guys. If I can get away with not using a jump ring, I try to. Let's see. So this would go here, like on the bottom. Oh, that's going to be cute. This is going to be really, really pretty, you guys. And super easy. And again, you can achieve this look with any other chain that you have if you don't get these boxes. But, you know, after watching this video, if you do see that you're like, I think I want all these really cool specialty beads, in my description is the link to sign up to get the Jessie James Beads Magical Mystery Bead Box. And if you use my promo code that is in the description, you'll get $10 off your first one. So it's a great way to give it a try and see what you think. Yeah, super great way to try that out. All right, so now that we have that, let me grab a couple little ear wires here. These are really short little ear wires, and I do like these. The only problem I have with them, and I don't know if I'm the only one, is I do actually need to put a silicone back on the back of them because they tend to like slide out of my ears, like most earrings do. But so I use a lot of the little silicone backs, which you can get like 10,000 of them for like a couple bucks on like Amazon. I'll include those too in case you guys don't have any. They're really a great thing to include with your earrings, especially if you're giving them as a gift. You know, you can put them on your cute little card and you have your little earring backs on there. But they're super inexpensive and they're very useful. And there's a lot of people that I know that use them as like, if they're making memory wire bracelets, they'll stick one on the end so they can just bead without worry about losing their stuff off the other end. So there's a lot of uses for them. And then of course they'll just take it off or whatever, but yeah, a lot of uses. All right, so that little, oh, these are cute. Okay, I am obsessed with these. These are adorable. Whoops, adorable earrings. Cute, cute, cute. All right, and then we're gonna stick that on there. And there's an earring right there, guys. Look at that. That's so easy. So, so easy. Let's do the next one. The hardest part is getting your bead lined up in your bead frame too, especially when it fits so snugly like these do. Sometimes if you have like a little bit of a gap, you can easily put your bead in there. This one, the bead might be just a little bit bigger. Let me grab those again because I might have to test a different bead or a different bead frame. That is indica. I think it was indica, wasn't it? Maybe not. Okay. That maybe was in, oh, maybe it was conservatory. Yes, it was conservatory. Oh my goodness, how quickly I forgot, huh? So let's pull out another one of these bead frames. And let's just pop this one out of there and see if maybe this one bead frame might have been made a little bit bigger. It might be the bead. Well, that would be a bummer because I don't know if I have, do I have any more of those? Oh yeah, I do. Let me see. And still, yep. I'm just gonna grab a couple more because we have them. Sometimes the beads get, you know, a little off size and it's okay. Okay, that one fits a lot better. All right, let's put those back in there. All right, so now we're just gonna line that up. There we go. And stick that in there. And sometimes you gotta kind of jiggle it. There it goes. It's a nice snug fit. I like that when it fits so snugly like that. All right, and then let's make our little loop again, our simple loop. Let's roll that back. And there we go. And then we can put our chain on the bottom one here. Let's get that in there. And just slide that right up there. we are making a bunch of springtime cute earrings. Different sizes, guys, all different sizes. So small, medium, large, you name it. We're making them all. And like, I would even consider this like this is not to me a big earring. This is to me a smallish earring. Same with these. Like, these aren't like gigantic. They're going to be smaller, which is, you know, good for a lot of our individuals who love to wear smaller earrings or who can't tolerate like a lot of weight. Even these with the bead frame are super light. They're so super light. And I think that you would be really happy with them. It's also just kind of fun to show different options on how to do different things. Like I said before, I am not the most creative earring maker. So this is really kind of a challenge for me to try to do something a little bit outside the box of what I normally do to just make a pair of earrings. But these turned out really cute. I love those. All right, so we have 3 pairs of earrings made, guys. 3 pairs so far. All right, so let's see. What do we want to do next? I think we want to play with these fuchsia ones because these are really, really, really cute. And I kind of want to team them up with something really fun too. So like maybe, oh, so maybe these could go like this. I wonder how these would look if I did like 3 of them. Oh, you know what? Maybe I could do, thinking, guys, I want something kind of fun-ish here. So how about, I'm kind of looking over at my other items here that we may want to bring into this. Let me just see. So this one might be more of a large and in charge type of earring. Let's just take a peek here. But we're going to have some fun with some color, right? Let's do that. So we have these. Oh, we have these. These are really pretty. And I thought about like just kind of like stacking like 3 of these maybe. Do I have 2? I do have 2 of those. Okay. So this one could be like pretty loud. This one might get a little loud for us. And that's okay because we, you know what? Sometimes we like loud. All right. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do that. And then we need like a little bead down here, or maybe just do all the color. Kind of want like a little drop, but I have some really not as colorful drops that I'm looking at here that I'm not like super thrilled about. So maybe we would end up doing it's just too much. Maybe we would end up doing like these little orange ones instead. Okay, you know what? We're gonna do this. This is what we're gonna do. And hold on 1 second. Okay, guys, I just had to grab a little coffee break because we need some energy. Oh. Okay, so I have some eye pins. We're gonna need some eye pins. And let's see. Oh, that's rose gold. How did you end up in there, Mr. Rose Gold? All right, there's gold. Maybe I have more than 1 rose gold in here. Okay, here we go. Now we have some gold. There's 1. I seriously have some mixed up head pins or eye pins here, guys. I don't know what I did. All right, I'll deal with that later. Okay, so we have some eye pins, and we are going to do. It's built from the bottom, so let me grab a couple head pins too, because we need those. A couple head pins. I kind of want the ball head pins though. Let me grab those. All right, ball head pins. grab a couple ball head pins. There we go. That one is super wonky, isn't it? Look at that. That's a hot mess. Like, how is that even happening? Let's see if we can fix that just a little bit here. There we go. Okay. So let's build this from the bottom up. All right. So we're going to definitely want to put that on. We're going to put this on. Although look how cute that is. I kind of want to use that as a button. All right, so let's do that, and then let's put on these like little petals here, just to kind of give it like a little stack. So it's gonna look like that hanging down. I think that's cute. And then let's use this other little orange guy here. And let's make our wire wrap loop. Yeah, I like that. That's cute. I'd wear these. I'd wear these in a heartbeat. All right, so we have our wire wrap loop, and we can close this loop. It's because, you know, we're going to be using an eye pin up above, so we can definitely do that. So let's close this up. And this one looks very summery with the orange and the pinks, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun for the summer. Let's trim off our little extra here. Squish down anything that could be sharp and pokey, like that little guy sitting right there. Just smush him in there. All right, good. And then let's grab, I think for ear wires for that, I think we're going to want to use, let's use a couple lever backs. All right. And then we're going to just put this guy right on our head pin like this. And then we'll do a simple loop here. And let's roll that back. All right, and then we can pop that open. And let's put our earring on. Flip it over. And put this one on. And there is one earring. Oh, that is darling. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? Okay, so there's another pair of earrings. Well, there's one earring. Let's make the other one real quick. That's fun. That is a lot of fun. Well, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful Sunday. It's colder today than what it was yesterday, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. It's not winter, so we are happy. And today just might be a really good day before everything goes down later this evening, that I just kind of curl up on the couch for a little bit with my husband after I'm done with this video, and maybe even take a little snooze. I've been enjoying my weekend naps quite a bit. They've been quite lovely, I have to say. And then that way I'm nice and refreshed for the live with Nile and Deb Floros and Danielle later, which makes me really excited. I haven't done anything with Deb Floros, so I'm super excited about that. She's one of the ones that I love her style, and I love how she just finds things and just thinks outside of the box all the time, and it's so cool. So I'm excited to hang out with her, and of course Danielle and Neele. And so hopefully I'll see a lot of you guys there. And of course you're going to be seeing this video late, but there'll be a replay for sure. You can always go over to the Silver Silk and More channel and look for the live on May 4th and check it out. We always have a good time. It's a very laid back thing. Nobody's really teaching anybody anything. We're just all making pretty things and chit-chatting, and it's just really a lot of fun. All right, so there's another pair of earrings. So that's earring number 4. How's our glue doing over here? It's getting good. It's still working on it. All right, so let's go on to the next pair of earrings. I really want to do something with this green, so let's do that. And I said something about putting a little heart in between using these bead frames, so we're going to do that as well. And I think these are going to be, I'm not going to dangle anything from the bottom, I don't think. I think we're just going to leave these as they are. Maybe what we might want to do, ooh, you know, that peach would look really cute on top of this. I think we're going to wait on that. But maybe we could do, nope, we have plans for those. I mean, honestly, we don't need to do anything on the bottom of it because they're cute just the way they are, right? And I'm wanting to have other options like shorter styles too. So let's not worry about that, I guess. And again, these are going to be nice, and these are going to be shorter styles too. These are like the earring itself, not including the ear wire. This is only an inch. So that's small. In my book, that's small. All right, so let's get this kind of like laid out the way we want it to be. So we want to put our green on. I do want to put this little gold heart right in the middle because I thought that would look so cute, just to have that little heart peeking out there. And then let's stick that through. And oh yeah, that's adorable. Look at that, you guys. How cute is that? Oh, I love that. Okay. And then I think what we'll do is we'll include another little heart right on top. I'm doing that because this gives it some good stability here to where I'm not going to lose my, like my tension on my ear, on my head pin. All right, so let's go ahead and do our simple loop. Whoop, you get back on there, little heart. And trim that. There we go. Put that in our little pile there. And let's just roll that back. Okay. I made a little bit bigger of a loop on this one, but that's okay. I'm thinking I would like to use probably the lever backs on this one too, which I will leave a link for lever backs as well, guys, where I get mine. I have gotten them from like bead shops and stuff too, but I do get a lot of my findings from Amazon. So I will make sure I include any links for anything that I can find links for still. And if I don't see them on Amazon right now, because sometimes it's hit or miss, I will try to find them and try to include something similar. So if you're looking for lever back earrings, you'll at least find something similar. And I'm a bargain hunter when it comes to things, so I'm not going to set you up with the most expensive stuff, but I will definitely share different options for you for the ear wires that you see me using. Oh, got to put this through here first. I'm just kind of forgetting I had another whole step here. So we got our green one and our heart and our other green one. Oh, that's adorable. Yep, these are so cute. I kind of wish I would have had these made for like St. Patty's Day. How cute is that? All right, so let's go ahead and trim that. These are also very, very giftable earrings, you guys, with, you know, different, you know, for like different birthdays, events, stuff like that. You know, sometimes maybe just cheering up a friend because she needs it. You know, any time is a good time to give somebody a pair of earrings, I think. That's just my personal opinion. Okay, these are adorable. These turned out really cute. And they're very simple. So simple, so easy to do. All right, let's do something else. I have been eyeballing this, okay? So this is chain from Jesse James Beads. I think these are stone. I'm not sure what they are though, but I'm trying to untangle it right now because it's kind of, that really fine chain, it gets tangled pretty easy. All right, I really would like to use these, and I'm kind of thinking of something like to use it with this, okay? This chain is so delicate. Like, I'm thinking of just using it to like hang like this off of an earring and just have this like coming down. But I don't know, like, I don't know if that will work the way I'm intending. Or maybe I take this and what do we have here? Oh, well, we have these like little pretty. All right, and the other problem is like looking at this and seeing where I want to actually trim this, because I would like to have, this may not be able to be used in that manner, you guys. I'm looking at it and I just don't want to, like destroy this. Like I want to be able to use it as something, but I don't think looking at it I can honestly make it happen right now. So let me just set that aside just in case I think of something all of a sudden. Okay, we'll just set it aside for right now. I really love these and I really want to use these guys, and I think what I would like to do with them is team up this blue with it, because to me that's really, really pretty. That's going to look really nice together. And I think what I want to do is maybe use some antique copper with it, because I love the look of antique copper. And we haven't used any yet. So let me grab a couple antique copper ear wires. And I think I had in one of these some antique copper. Oh, here we go. We had some findings in here. Like these cute little, oh, get out of there. These cute little bead caps. Oh, that's actually antique bronze, but does that really matter? Oh my gosh, you guys. I have two of these. I didn't even know I had two of these. That makes some changes. That makes some changes. All right, so we're going to use those. Most definitely. And I think we're going to use all three of these together because that's going to be stunning. So this is my plan. These are going to be some chunkier earrings, okay? So let's look at how we'd want to lay this out. Like I'm feeling like this, I really want this on the bottom. And then I think I kind of want this one in the middle and this one at the top. And this would be just kind of like a real fun, chunkier earring, and a little bit on the heavier side, but I think it would be really, really cute. So we're going to do that. So now let me grab some antique copper items here. Oh, and if you don't have antique copper, you know what? I've used antique bronze and it's fine. So we're gonna need 1, 2, 4 of those. And we're going to need a couple of the head pins for the bottom. So let me just grab 2 of those. Those 2 look like they match better. All right. I hope you guys are having fun doing this. Like, this to me is something I don't normally do, like this many pairs of earrings, like ever. So I really hope you guys are enjoying this. Okay, that's cute. And what's really cool about these could be hung any other way. So you don't have to use them like this. And I think I'm going to grab a couple of these little gemstones here. Or, you know, maybe even just these blue little crystals, these teeny little blue crystals. And that way this kind of sits on, see how that's open right there? This will kind of sit on top and make it easier for us to do our little simple loop, okay? So anything to make life easier for us. There's that. And then this simple loop here. Pretty, 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 pretty. Love it. Love, 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 love. All right, and then this one here. All right, let's put this one together. So yep, this one's going to be a longer one. But look at how cool that is. That's pretty. I love that. All right, let's do the next one. There we go. And this one. So much fun, you guys. This is a fun little project here. And we're getting close to being done. We're going to save our wrapping on that loop for last. I'm going to do one off camera and because it's going to take a little bit longer. And then I'll come back and we'll do the other one together. So I just don't want to spend so much time on just one earring and then have to make the second one right away. So we're gonna do it that way for you. It'll be easy, I promise. I don't like to do anything really super duper hard. I like to do things that are somewhat simple. So, all right. Now let's get this one all put together. Okay. And here is that pair of earrings. How cute. Those are really pretty. I love those. Oh my gosh, you guys, we have so many earrings that we've made. Look at all these cute earrings. Oh my gosh, all different sizes and types. Okay, so let's do our other framed one because I think we might mix these in with that too. So that would be cute to do a little mix. So let's grab a couple head pins because that's what we need. All right. And let's start this here. And I think what I want to do is I want to do this, the cube. Let's see how this looks. Oh, we actually need more beads. So maybe we do kind of like a little, that fits nice. Okay, so that's cute. What do you think? I like that. All right, and then instead of doing one of the little hearts, because I think we're going to mix some of these little hearts in with these beads too, and we'll do like a mixed metal on those silver rings. Let's just grab one of these little, we have some little pinkish gemstones here. Let's just grab that little guy. If he'll fit. He might not fit on my head pin. My head pin's kind of thick and juicy here. Nope, he's not going to fit on there. That's okay. That's all right. We'll do a little heart. Oh, maybe we should just do another cube. No, I don't like that. What about this? How does this look? I like that better. How would it look if we stacked another heart? Oh my goodness, that's actually really darling. That's cute. Let's do that. Okay. That is adorable. All right. Let's do our simple loop. Doing lots of simple loops today, guys. Simple loops are my absolute favorite. My absolute favorite loops of all. Oop. Adorable. That turned out adorable. All right. So let's stick this guy in here. Let's straighten him out a little bit. All right, and we need our green, our blue, and our green. Pop that right through there. We have one more blue left. And we can put our little heart on top. Adorable. So cute. And let's do our loop. Our little simple loop. Boy, I was kind of way off the mark with that loop. Is there any redemption in it? All right, there we go. Yeah, that one's like way different size. Let me see if I can just trim a tiny little bit off this one and fix that. It's not off by much, but it's enough to be noticeable. So let's just get a little bit off there and come back in and fix that. All right, that's much better. That's a lot closer. Okay, grab a couple ear wires. I'm going to use some gold ones here. Let's just run that through there. There's one, absolutely adorable. And here's the other one. Super, super, super cute. Okay. And there they are. And those aren't very big. They're probably about 1.5 inches in length, maybe 2 inches once you include the ear wire where it's hanging out of your ear, but not bad at all. A lot smaller than these guys. Check that out. These are some big mammo jamos. Okay, let's see what else we have here. I like the idea of this peach and blue together. I think that's really, really pretty. I think I want to team these up together because I like the way they look. And I think I want to use these. I'm wondering if I can do these like back to back like this. Like how that would look. Or maybe they can just sit, one could sit on the bottom and one could sit on the top. And then I thought about taking this little tinier green one in between. Or maybe, let's see. That would be kind of cute. No, I'm not feeling that. But you know what I am feeling? Oh, goodness. I think I just found another pair of earrings, you guys. These 3 together. How cute. All right, I'm pulling another one of those out. We'll do a little black and white earring too. All right, so I definitely do want to have these together because I just think they would be really cool to have them like the one color. And I think we do want to use these little silver guys here. And I'm going to put them on. I'm not quite sure exactly how I want to do it, but we're going to figure that out. It's not going to be even a big deal. So let me grab, and let's see if we can't make them. Oh, you know, we're just going to use our regular old stainless steel wires here. There we go. And then I need a couple head pins. Got a couple stainless steel head pins. And then we also need a couple eye pins here. Let me get a couple eye pins. And just 2 would be fine. That's a head pin. All right. All right, let's make these. So I thought about putting this on the bottom like that because it would make that cute like little flowery like head pin. See, like that. That would be cute. So let's do that. And let's make a simple loop here. These are going to be all one color because I really like this bead and I really want to just showcase this bead. Oop, come on. And these are stronger ball head pins, so that's why I'm able to do a simple loop instead of just a wrap loop. They're a thicker gauge, so which makes things a lot easier for me. Oops, I'm going the wrong way with that. There we go. Let's do the bottom of this one. That's pretty. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to sit there and try every single one of these pairs on. But you know what? If you guys want me to, I absolutely can. What I'll do is I'll put one earring on each ear and kind of go through them quicker that way. And I know that's one of the things you guys like about watching my videos is the try on, because you want to see what it really looks like on a person and like where it falls. Like, even though we're all different, all of our bodies are different, you can still get some kind of idea how it's going to fit on somebody or how it's going to look hanging from their ears. So we'll still do that. It seems like a lot to do, but you know what? You guys like it when I do that, so I'm going to do it. All right, here we go. And honestly, it won't take that long if I just do one earring on each ear and just kind of change through them. All right, let's hook these together. We have one ready. And let's put our ear wire on. Okay, yeah, that's cute. I like those. I think these will probably end up turning out to be one of my most favorite pairs of earrings. I like that. There we go. Another simple loop. That's the really cool thing too. Like all these beads are so unique. Jesse James Beads does such a good job finding all these unique styles of beads that you can do so much with. I just feel bad that I haven't gotten to make more with their boxes lately, or with anybody's really. So it makes me feel sad, because I'm like, these beads must have been so lonely just sitting here waiting for somebody to make something beautiful from them. Oop. There we go. Okay, here is this pair. Very, very cute. Oh my goodness, I love them. Okay guys, I've decided that we're going to make these into little post earrings. So we're going to end up gluing this one onto our post. And we need a couple head pins. And we need an eye pin. Should have done those earlier, but this one we can make into 2 eye pins, I think. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. So the first thing I want to do, and I should have done these earlier to get that glue on there to dry, but I did not. That's okay. It dries pretty fast, and if it's not dry by the time we're done, it'll be okay. I'll still show you what they look like, and they'll be cute. So we're going to put the black one on this eye pin here, this black oval that's kind of flat on the back here. It's flat enough to go onto an earring, I think. I'm hoping I'm correct on saying that, that I'm not making some mistake, but if we make a mistake, then it's okay. You know, it's going to be okay. All right. No, I want a head pin here. Okay, you know what? There we go. That's where I messed that up. So I need 2 more head pins. Sorry, guys. Let's fix this. All right. Took me a second to realize what I was doing was totally incorrect. All right, so let's grab a couple head pins here. I want the ones that are flat on the top. I need to restock my silver head pins. Smooth this out. All right, so now let's do this. We want our black one here, and we're going to make this a simple loop on this side. All right. Just like that. And then we need our ball head pin. And we're going to do, I want our little one with the crystals on the bottom, and let's do our cube on top. That looks cute. And then this one's going to be another simple. Okay, just like that. Let's hook these 2 together. Oop, those are pliers. around. Okay, so there we go. All right, so now I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to glue this little guy onto here. So let me get my GS Hypo Cement. Put a good amount on there. And we're just going to whoop, 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 tip that over and just try to center it the best that we can. And just like so. Okay. All right, I'm going to move him over to the paper towel to dry. Hopefully we can get him dried pretty fast. And then let's go ahead and start our next one. Do our simple loop. And then our ball head pin. Find the hole, there it is. That's cute. Okay, I love that. I love that. And there we go. Make our loop. And let's hook these two together. Let's grab our glue. Put our glue on our little stud here. If you don't want to mess with glue, you could also buy the studs that have the little ring on them, and that way they're still short. So if you don't want to mess with gluing anything on, that's definitely an option. I don't have any, otherwise I would show you, but I can even link those too. I've had some before from Amazon that were really great, so I can link those for you too. All right, so now those earrings are going to dry. And let's continue on with our next earrings. I'm going to put my glue away because I don't think we need our glue anymore. And it's just going to end up being a mess. So let me do that. Okay guys, let's go on to our next pair of earrings. So I'm thinking of doing these little drops with the green leaves because I just think it looks really cute. But then I was like looking at this, I'm like, well, this kind of makes more sense, right? To do like the little leaves with the little flower. That looks really cute together too. And I think that would be kind of more like your, you know, like gardeny looking, yeah, summery gardeny looking thing. We got it. We got this. All right. So let's grab a couple ear wires real quick here. There's some ear wires. Let's grab an eye pin. A couple eye pins. Oh, that's not my eye pins. These are my eye pins. Actually, maybe one we could do with one. I might be able to make 2 eye pins out of that. So let's just start with one here. And let's put this little guy on here. And then let's go ahead and do our simple loop. And there's our simple loop. And I think these jump rings might fit through that leaf. So let's try that and see. Oh yeah, not a problem. Look at that. That's like perfect. Let's see if we can just go ahead and put this right on then, since we have that open. And these are going to be a little bit shorter of an earring too. So you really have some options here. That's cute. I like that. I would absolutely definitely wear those too, like all the time. Really, really cute. I need more ears, guys. I need more ears to wear more earrings. Yes, that's petite. I like that. Okay, that's good. That's really pretty. All right, so let's do that. And then let's do the next one. So I think I can make an eye pin out of this guy. So let's just bend this over. Let's make a loop here. There we go. Oh yeah, I had plenty to do another eye pin. Sometimes you can get lucky and have enough room on the one eye pin that you made to make another one. I don't need to cut just a tiny tad bit more. There we go. And then let's roll that back. Perfect. Let's grab our little jump ring here that we have reserved. And let's hook that in there. Put our little ear wire on. And there's another cute little pair of earrings. Those are cute. Those are really cute. All right, so we got that. And then I definitely want to use these, and I don't know if I really want to use them with either of these guys. Like, I think maybe with these it would be really pretty. Well, even with that blue it would be pretty, but I'm kind of wanting to stay more with like the flatter earring. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to use these like this. I'm going to put these two back. We're just gonna take a pass on those today. And we are going to make another little simple pair of earrings here. Just real sweet and simple. And maybe we can even get them on one head pin. So let's take a peek at that and see. Grab a couple gold head pins. Straighten that out. There's so many options for you guys in earrings. So many options. Feed that right on. Oh, that's pretty. Look at how pretty that is. And let's put our little hexagon on top, our little coin bead. That looks cute. I like that. It looks cute just like that. I like that. Okay, good deal. All right, so now we're just going to make one little simple pair of earrings using just one head pin and our ear wire. There we go. Get there all the way. Oh yeah, those are going to be nice and petite too. Let me see what other ear wires I have that we could do those with. You know, we could just use another lever back. That would be nice. Let's do that. All right, so let me open this up. Stick our lever back on there. Close it back up. And there's an earring. Really, really easy. A lot of times it's just about the shapes and the colors that you pick out that really make the earring. That you don't have to do anything extravagant. Just picking out colors and different textures and shapes to use together sometimes make all the difference. So let's do that. Which is probably why I end up making so many just simple earrings, because I feel like you don't have to, like, I don't have to overdo it. I love elaborate earrings. Like, I love them. I just don't have the patience for them like others do. Like, there's other people that are just amazing with the elaborate earrings, and I will purchase their earrings from them instead of like making them myself. All right, so here we go. Every now and then I'll make an elaborate pair of earrings, but it's not very often. Okay, there we go. This is our second to last pair of earrings that we are making. And now it comes a time where I'm going to get out some wire. And don't worry, guys, I'll let you know what we're using. But I'm going to do one of these in advance, and then we're going to come back and do the other one together. And then we are done making earrings. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I got our last earring made, and here she is. She's really cute. She just has a bunch of little gemstones and little hearts like wrapped around the bottom of her, and I think that's going to be a cute little hoop. All right, so all you need is about 10 inches of this wire, and I used the 26 gauge Bead Artistic Craft wire. It's really great wire. This is really fine. It's 0.40 millimeter, and I will leave a link to this as well. I got this on Amazon. I do get a lot of my Bead products on Amazon just because they get shipped to me so much quicker, and yeah, so I will leave a link for that too. All right, so here's our little gemstones. I counted them out to make sure that I had enough, and I wasn't worried about like matching color for color, because these are going to be just kind of, you know, real whimsical and just fun. All you do is you need to take your wire over your hoop, and you can do this with any hoop. I don't know if you guys can see that. The wire is so fine. And you can use, like I said, any hoop. You can make your own hoops or whatever you want to do, but you can do this over any ring or any hoop. And you're just going to take your little short end, which is about, I left about a half an inch to an inch, and you're just going to wrap the short end around your hoop, okay? And don't worry about if it's not lined up. It's going to blend in with your beads, and I'll show you what I mean in a second. Oh, I just poked myself. I do that a lot with this wire. This wire is so fine. And then when you're closer to the inside there, let's trim off that one little sharp piece so you don't injure yourself. All right. And squeeze that down. We can use our pliers to squish this all down together. And maybe pull on your longer one a little bit tight, just so it just kind of all gets together. That little piece was stuck to my finger. Didn't want to come off. All right, and I'm just going to slide this stuff together. All right, my little wraps, okay? So now it's all nice and neat. And don't worry about where it's landing up here right now. That's not super important. You'll be able to move it around and get it to the right position. So what I did was I strung on 5 of these randomly, these little 3 millimeter beads. And you don't have to use gemstones. If you have little teeny tinies, you can do any little teeny tiny that you have. And I'm just putting them all on, putting 5 on. There's 4 and 5, and then I'm grabbing a heart. And I'm not caring about which direction the heart is going, because it's going to be like laying. So it doesn't matter. They can go back and forth, whatever you choose. So now I'm just going to put 5 more of these little gemstones on. Some of these holes are really hard to locate. The one I made off camera, I actually had to start picking up the beads at some point when I couldn't find the holes and trying to like line them up. It's 4. Look at this little dark one here. 5 and a heart. And again, like if you don't have the same beads I have, it's okay. You don't even have to use little hearts. I'm just adding the little gold hearts on because I have them and I want to use them. So go through your stash and see what you have that you can mimic this. I bet you have a lot of things that you could use. You can even just use little round spacers of any metal and put those on there if you wanted to have a little bit of a contrasting metal inside, you know, your little bead wrap. Where on earth are you? There we go. And like that. Goodness gracious. Here's 2. Yeah, some of these, the hole is so hard to find. 3, 4, 5, and a heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and a little heart. And then we have 3 beads left that we're just going to put on here. So there's 1, 2, and 3. There we go. All right, so now that we have all of our beads strung, you're going to end up, it looks like this, okay? You have all your beads here. Now, like I said, it's not going to really matter where your beads are like, or where your wrap is like sitting, because we can move it a little bit, all right? So we're going to put our end of our wire through, because this is going to be the easier way to do it, through our earring, okay? Or our hoop, whatever you're using. And we're just going to bring it around, and we're going to just start wrapping. And that's how we're going to wrap. Just leaving our beads kind of together. Bring it through. And it looks like I did about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wraps. So I should get the same amount of wraps here too. It's like 6-ish, like 6.5, it looks like. All right, just keep pulling it through. And it's a little bit fiddly. You just got to kind of hang on to it. And it doesn't matter if there's a bunch of space in between right now. You can adjust it however you like it once you're done doing your wraps. Okay, see, now I'm pretty much done doing my wraps. Now I'm just going to try to like adjust a little bit. Like this one needs to be pulled a little bit tighter, so I'm going to just try to scoot it around and pull a little bit tighter just so I can get that tightness that I want. And you can do it however loose or tight you like it. You can add more beads and go further up the earring. I just really wanted something kind of fun and fluffy on the bottom. All right, so now we're doing pretty much our last wrap here. Pull that through. There we go. And I want mine like kind of like squished together like that. All right, and now we're gonna just bring our wire up and we're gonna poke that through. And if you have to use your pliers to grab onto it, you can. And we're just gonna start wrapping our wire through. Oop, that bead belongs back there. Don't let your beads like tell you what to do. You tell them what to do. And we're going to do about 3 good wraps around. And don't worry if they're like kind of messy looking. That's okay. We can scoot them down and fix it when we're done wrapping. One more time how to do it. And there we go. And we're just going to slide that down with our fingernail and kind of squish them together. If you really need to get in there, you can use your bent nose pliers and just kind of squish all that together. All right, and now I want to cut from underneath, like inside here. Okay, so I'm just going to get close and snip. And then just make sure there's nothing pokey that's going to hurt you or somebody else if you're giving these away. And here's our other little pair of earrings. I didn't slide those down. Our little fluffy bottomed earrings. Those are cute. You guys, we just made, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pairs of earrings. That was fun. All right, I'm going to test these to see if these are dry. If they're not completely dry for me to want to put the back on, I'll just stick them into my ear. I don't want to like, I want to let them dry like really, really well. So I'm going to flip you around and let's try on some earrings. Okay, I'm going to take my little earrings out that I'm wearing right now. And yeah, here we go. Here we go, guys. All right, so like I said, I don't think I want to put the backs on yet and like pull and tug. So let me just see if I can gently put these in my ear. I'll just hold them. See, look how petite those are. Those are so cute. Those are so cute. All right, we're going to put those down. Let me go ahead and try the black one. And I'm just going to hold it there. Those are cute too, you guys. See, we have some nice little petite earrings. Those are cute. All right, so now let's try the hoop. Okay, I like the way those turned out. And those aren't too big either, are they? They turned out really cute. And then let's do these. And here's our mint green and brown little drop. Those are cute too. I like those. All right, let's put our next couple on. We have my favorite ones that I've made. Yep, I like those a lot. And then here's these. Those turned out really cute too. See, the one's a little bit longer. And we have one that's a little bit shorter. So you gals that like to wear shorter dangles, you can absolutely accomplish that. And then here's a really longer one, longer and chunkier. I love these. And then let's team it up with this little guy here. And those are cute. Really little short ones. I like those. You guys are getting quite a variety of sizes of earrings here today. And then we have our little green and gold ones. So let's put one of those on. Okay, there's our little green and gold, which I like those a lot too. And then we have our big bright color chunky flower. Oh, those are cute. And I don't think they're that bad as far as length. Cute. They're really not that much longer than the other ones. Maybe about an inch, half inch to an inch, something like that. We got 2 more pairs of earrings. This is also another favorite pair. I really love the way these turned out. So we got these like little gold leafy earrings. Those are pretty. Those are really, really pretty. They can be casual or dressy. And then we have our little earrings using the bail ear wire. These are more like they're gonna be nice and stable. Just real, those are cute. Oh my gosh, you guys, those are cute. Here we go. All right. Okay, so we made, what did I say, 10 or 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pairs of earrings today. All right, guys, I hope you liked it. Let me know what earrings you like the best. I would love to find out. Just give me a little description of the ones you like the best. And I will have some links in the description for you. First one will be a Jessie James bead link for you to get the magical mystery bead box. And the other links will be different ear wires that I was using today. I will try to find ones. If I can't find the exact ones, I'll try to find something similar for you and list that as well so you don't have to look so hard. All right, guys, I hope you have the most wonderful Sunday and God's blessings throughout the week. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you again real soon. Bye, everyone.